All right, welcome to another episode of Catholic Mindset. Today, we have the Virgin Mary Foundation, which is a recently new foundation, and we have Indiana Sacasa, which is the director, and she's been leading their projects and is going to tell us all about what the Virgin Mary Foundation is. From what I understand from our pre-podcast conversation, is that they help children. Their main mission is to help children into foster care. So whatever happening in their lives, whatever caused them to go into foster care, they facilitate that, and we're going to learn more about what that means and all the events and projects that they're working on. So it's very exciting. Welcome on the show, Indiana. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you very much for having me here today.
So before we start talking about the Virgin Mary Foundation, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you come to be here at the Virgin Mary Foundation?
That's a very interesting question. So I was called to join this foundation 2019 around March, and as a volunteer. I knew the founder beforehand, and he called me if I could help out with the preparation of an event, the first event of the foundation back then, to create awareness of who we are. And so I joined as a volunteer, and at the end, I fell in love little by little. As I was volunteering more, I felt a strong connection with the cause and a tie. Like I felt like I belonged here. So that's how I started as a volunteer, and now I'm part of the team.
So you told me that you were doing communications first. So you did volunteer, comms, and now you are more in a leadership role.
Yes. So I was a volunteer for a few months. Then I actually moved to Spain to do my master's in communication management. So while I was the volunteer, I had the opportunity to had this dream to go to do my master's in Spain. And so everything happened like that. And I was like, oh, but I just felt this cause. But I'm like, okay, I need to do this first, and then we'll see. But the truth is that while I was in Spain, I never got disconnected from the foundation. And so I help out via Instagram, at least to create awareness, or the post, and help introducing from Spanish to English and translation. So I was never disconnected, even though I was the other side of the ocean in Spain. And then I received a call at the end of last year if I was coming back to Miami because they wanted me in the team to do more, to kind of put a stronger team together, so that way we can support more children and teenagers in foster care. And that's what happened. I joined this year, January.
That's awesome. I have two friends who are in Spain right now doing a 1 year teaching English as volunteers.
Okay.
That's great. There.
It's funny that I say that because once I graduated first from FIU, that was my dream, to go and do a 6 month of teaching English or something. That didn't happen. So 2 years down the road, I went to do my master's.
That's awesome. That's awesome. They're having a great time. I met them at the Opus Dei groups. So they're having a lot of fun there. They just started. So I see them all over Instagram. So the Virgin Mary Foundation, tell us a little bit about that. You mentioned already, you gave us, we already tapped into it, helping kids transition into foster care. Why that group?
So the foundation was founded in December 2018. So actually this was gonna become 3 years in a few days. And this was born because the president of the foundation had a desire in his heart to do something for the children that don't have a family and are longing for love and for something more. He felt this call since many years ago, and when he found the opportunity that he could actually do something for these children, he just said, let's go. And he started on this journey. And then little by little, while he was, because he actually transmits a lot the love that he has for this mission, little by little, people, start joining him in this path and in this mission. And like I said, myself, at least, I do feel that there's a lot of need in this world to do something for the others. And me, I feel also the call to support the children, because they're the future of tomorrow. And there's so much pain that these kids in foster care have gone through, a lot of difficulties. Their parents, many, I don't know if you knew, but at least in the United States, many of the kids that are in foster care is not necessarily because they don't have parents, not really, but because they have been in dangerous situations with their parents, like drug abuse, every type of abuse, neglection. So it's So
Makes
they're in
sense.
a situation and they need to be removed from their parents. And that's why most of it, not all of them, but every story is different. But a lot of them come to the foster system because of that.
And who you mentioned the founder a couple of times. Who is the founder?
Well, his name is Fernando Chiosi, and he's from Argentina. He has been here for a few years in Miami, and he's helping us doing all of this.
Cool, 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 cool. And so, how exactly do you guys help the kids transition?
So what we do, we're like a connection. We support the foster homes that will the kids come.
Okay.
So we don't have access to before that because it's a very delicate
See.
topic. So what we do is we communicate and we talk to the different foster homes. So now it's for South Florida, but our aim is to expand to whole Florida and beyond, whatever we can help later on. We talk to the foster home and we sit down with them to see what are their needs and what is the problem going on. And based on that, we have created different programs. So based on that, for example, when children, there's different needs. Children that I'm about to talk about the new program, when children are removed from their homes, they usually have a few minutes and they get a trash bag to put their belongings because they are in a dangerous situation. They need to be removed quickly. So usually they come with this trash bag to the foster home with a few of their belongings, and that's just how they come in, to this unknown world after all they have been through. So one of our programs that we recently launched is for that, is to actually create a sense of belonging and a little sense of hope for them, for the first encounter when they come to the foster home, for them not to be with the trash bag, but to receive something, beautiful, like a duffel bag for them with beautiful things inside for their everyday life. So it depends on the need of each foster home, but we have found that this trash bag, duffel bag, actually it's a real need in most of the foster homes. Yeah, and then there's more. It's like there's so much help decorating the houses where they are, because the houses are being deteriorated. Doing baby showers for foster teens, because there's teens that are in the foster system and they get pregnant. So to incentivize life, and then to give them secureness to have the baby and self-secure and all of that, we have done baby showers for foster teens. And so yes, I don't know, as down the road we keep moving, we see the necessity, and then we feel like, okay, what can we do for them?
Yeah, I like that flexibility. I mean, 3 years ago, so as you encounter and you guys get to know more the foster care program and make more contacts and see different needs that arise, right? You may have come in with that one goal, like you said, and like we were talking pre-podcast, you you started with the goal, but you see other needs as you grow, and I think it's great, and you adapt. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, yes, because we want to actually create an impact in the lives of the children and the teenagers, and not just do more of what everyone does, but actually create a difference.
So when we were talking before, you mentioned that you guys just recently launched 2 weeks ago a new program called Baggy. Can you tell us a little more about Baggy?
That's our famous Baggy bag, and I'm going to show you a little bit here because it's very cute.
So for those that are only listening to the podcast, walk us through what we're looking at. So we have a little
flyer here with the statistics of what are the number of children in Florida and in the United States that are within foster care. In the US, there are about 500,000 kids in foster care. In Florida, there's about 20 to 22,000 kids in foster care. And in Miami-Dade alone, there's about 45 monthly kids that get removed from their homes monthly. And I believe in October, yes, there were 551 children in the foster care only in Miami-Dade the past October. So there is a need in this, there's a problem. So Baggy was born a few weeks ago as a brand new program, where, as I mentioned a few minutes ago about the problematic when the kid comes with a trash bag to the foster home. So we realized that many of the foster homes want to give something back to the children when they come in, and it's hard for them because they need to look for different donations. different stuff to give to the children. So what we came up with the idea is for Baggy to kind of resolve this issue instead of kind of calling everyone like, oh, can I get a pillow? Can I get can I get different things? Baggy has like everything within a duffel bag. So the Baggy is divided in three. So for kids that come in foster care, kids and teenagers. So we have duffel bags for teenagers and for kids, with different items inside. And I'll show you later pictures if you want to add them on later
Yeah,
on.
please. And if you could share that flyer, it'd be great. I'd be happy
Yeah.
to share it.
Okay, I'll share with you. Our duffel bags are colorful. For the children, we have a teddy bear, a teddy dog. So our image of Baggy, it's a stuffed puppy, because puppies in real life, they are the best friend of everyone. So and they're very loving and support, and that's what a stuffed puppy is, and a puppy in real life. So that's the image of Baggy, to bring that a little comfort and happiness to the children. So we have a stuffed puppy for the children, blankets, hygiene kits, I don't know, so many things that can be useful for the child and the teens. And then the other part for the duffel bags, many children actually age out in the foster care till they're 18. So when they are 18, they need to be gone from the foster care. And so we provide luggages with items inside. It's like if they're moving out. So this is more of an 18-year-old moving out from the foster care with that needs things for the kitchen, pillows, sheets, all this. Like if you're moving out to your new room, your new apartment, it's like we provide a little facility for them for this transition. And also, like I mentioned before, there's a foster teens moms that are, they're pregnant. And so within Baggy, we provide duffel bags for the incoming baby with gifts, with diapers and all of clothes, all of the belongings for the baby, and also for the mom to be, she needs new clothes and everything. So this is Baggy. It's like a world of providing a sense of hope and belonging. And this was just launched 3 weeks ago. But the beautifulness about Baggy is not only what we're creating in the children and teens, but also the opportunity there is for the community to get involved, because there's not only the opportunity to sponsor the duffel bags, but also to come in and assemble the duffel bags. So there's team building opportunities. You can draw on the duffel bag, put inspirational phrases, create a note, write a note, and leave a little bit of you to them, so inspire them and create hope.
I think this is amazing. I mean, I'm learning a lot right now. I have some questions. I mean, I feel like I should know, but for those that don't know, like me, I have an idea of what a foster home is.
Mm-hmm.
So what is a foster home exactly?
So there's different types of foster homes, because there's, I don't know if you have heard of His House Children's Home, which is in Miami Gardens.
No.
This is the biggest foster home in South Florida, and they are our main partners in sense of we helping them. We launched Baggy with them, so they are our first foster homes that we are providing Baggy, and now we want to expand to other foster homes as we keep going and we get along. So His House, for example, has I believe it's about 30 houses or so that host children and teens within each house. They have about 10 kids in each house that are foster. So they're this big like residential like territory where they have different homes, and they need to provide the support to the children because they don't have any family. There's smaller foster homes. There's the one that's called Children's Harbor, that's more in Broward. They have a smaller one that only have 3 homes, and they host also, it's like 15 in each home, one for teens girls, one for teen guys, and one for children. But it's the same. At the end, it's the same need. It's just if there's bigger foster homes, smaller foster homes, and of course there's the foster parents that like say, oh, you want to become a foster parent, and you go to a process, and in your home you start receiving kids that are in the situation of danger, and you just bring them into your home for the time. That every time is different, every story is different, but you can have foster kids in your house when they are in need, and that's a different niche, you know, because this is like I'm a foster parent and I'm gonna host foster kids as the time as they get adopted, or as they find a relative family member, or
Okay.
not, they will get to the big foster home. It all depends.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know about the homes. I knew about, like, because of the movies and stuff, you know, foster parents, or from just words around that it was just foster parents. You know, you got two people who are, or a person, right?
Hmm.
That open up their homes to be part of this program, and they foster kids. I
Yeah.
didn't know about the homes.
The thing is that there is not enough foster parents, and
So
so
the
actually
homes.
that's another niche that like later on we would like to create awareness of this need and maybe motivate more families to become foster parents.
What happens after they're 18? Because I
So
mean, when I was 18, you know,
when you
I don't think I
were
can fend for myself.
no, I
So,
don't think me neither. Oh no, I wouldn't.
yeah, right. So what happens when they're 18? Where do they
So
go?
each story is different.
Mm,
Unfortunately, we don't have, like, for example, the kids we have separated at they're 18. We don't get told of, oh, this kid is gonna do this, because
mm,
it's a very delicate, very delicate to know what the child is going to do. It's very delicate from. So what they have, they have like a counselor within the foster home,
mm.
kind of guides them through what are they going to
Options.
do next. Mhm.
Mm,
So there's different, no, if they're 18 and they have a family member, they're another parents, and some family member, then they're older enough now that if they want, they can move with that family member. If they don't, then they need to help them to find a place to be, and maybe help them find a job. It's or
okay.
find school. It's
All
like
right.
when you're in high school and you get guide through. Each kid is different.
Join the army.
Well,
I'm
you get
sure
that.
that sounds
There's
like
different
the.
options, but of course, it's a hard transition because
Of course.
you're in a foster home, even though you don't with your family, but the foster home tries to provide the best for you. And when you get out, it's pretty much you. So
Got
it's
it.
hard.
And I had one more question regarding your. So the baggies, they're custom made to the need, of course,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So where are you guys located?
So thanks for asking. We're located in Key Biscayne. Actually, we're by the Wells Fargo entrance, 104 Crandon Boulevard. And we've been there since it's going to be a year now. And we would love to, get to know more to the community of Key Biscayne. I know there's a lot of families, young people that would love to, to integrate and join us. We actually had a young girl, about 16-year-old teen, that came about 3 weeks ago. The mom stopped by to the office and she's like, oh, what do you do? And when I mentioned it was super foster kids, she's like, oh my God, my daughter has been looking for an organization like yours to donate duffel bags and luggages, because she knew about the trash bag, like everything was meant to be. It was so funny. So days later, the daughter came, and she was like with boxes, and it was amazing. So I was like, wow, you did all, and she did it by herself. Like she felt that cost. So I know there's a lot of people maybe like her, or just more like to volunteer or join a cause, make a difference, be part of something. And if you're in Key Biscayne, I mean, this is amazing because we are right there. So if you would like to volunteer, team building, sponsor, donate, we're there.
That's awesome. And at the so Key Biscayne, Florida. Why Key Biscayne? What's the story behind that?
So I would say, well, the this was during COVID
Hmm?
that the founder stayed at a hotel over there because COVID was chaotic. So he stayed there,
Yeah.
and he was looking for an office because back then we didn't have an office for the foundation. Everything
Hmm.
was,
Online.
online. And he's like, he felt the urge to have an office to create community and to have a team that could bring more people in. And so literally he just went out and I think he read something in the news or online, and he went to these offices And he got there. He said that he was the first time, because he was looking before in other locations in Miami. He said he was the first time that he felt something like this is the place. I don't know, but when you have that feeling,
Yeah.
and he's like, this is a place. And he also had the vision of like, he knows that there's a lot of families in Key Biscayne that love to support.
Yeah.
So he's like, I think this is the best integration to be in Key Biscayne. That way we can grow, faster and do more.
That's great. I mean, that's a great choice. I mean, Key Biscayne, it is a family-oriented village, and they're very big into supporting each other. If you follow the Key Biscayne Chamber of Commerce, the Islander News, and a couple of other Instagrams that I can share with you once I go through my stuff, you'll know what's happening, and what's going on, and just all the events are mainly just free, and you can just go and meet the community and introduce the project. I mean, it's only 3 years old, so and I'll be happy to help you connect as well.
Amazing. Thank you. Yes. So if you want to know more, also, you can follow us on Instagram, the Virgin Mary Foundation. And also our website is thevirginmaryfoundation.org. And we're also creating a website for Baggy, because Baggy has its own kind of brand and its own image with this stuffed puppy and beautiful colors.
Yeah.
So coming soon, baggybag.org. It's already under construction. And if you want to know more about it, you can just literally contact us via website or Instagram, which we are faster answering messages in Instagram. Right.
So I'm still thinking about those stats that you shared in your little flyer. Can you run through them one more time for us, please?
Sure. So for bigger to smaller, the United States has about 500,000 children within foster care. Then Florida alone has around 22 to 25,000 children in foster care. And Miami-Dade gets around 45 kids removed monthly from their parents to be to foster care. And in October alone, like 2 months ago, there were already 550 kids in foster care. So for total in Miami-Dade, like in Miami-Dade. And that's not counting the 35 to 45 kids that get removed monthly. So like I said, that's the numbers are shocking, yes. And then actually also one more thing, around 30% of them might never get adopted. So 30% of all the kids that are in foster care never get adopted. And a good point to mention is that there's actually a lot of teens in foster care, sometimes more than children. And they age out, because 30% of them, teens, they age out 18 to foster care, and they were never adopted by families.
Okay, so at a given point, we have 500 kids in Miami-Dade County in the foster care program, which either they get adopted, they age out, and they come in. Those 50 something or 40 something that you mentioned, that go in every month. Okay.
Yeah, that's like yeah.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's only Miami-Dade.
So tell us about the mission for next year.
Oh my God, next year we have a big mission. So since we launched Baggy and we see that this is a real need in the whole state of Florida, we would love to, by the end of 2022, be able to provide to the foster homes of the whole state of Florida. And like I mentioned before, the numbers are around 20 to 25, depends, 1,000 kids in foster care. So yes, we would love to be able to achieve that mission, to provide duffel bags and at least a Baggy program to these foster homes and to all these kids by next year. So we need more supporters for that. If you go to our website, thevirginmaryfoundation.org, you'll find the Baggy page, and there you see how much it is to sponsor duffel bags. You can join with family members, friends, just word of mouth of what we do, and follow us on Instagram so you can be updated of our events, of what we're in our programs, everything. It's more of being connected and wanting to do something. You can also pass by our office in one of our Crandon Boulevard to get a coffee with us. That's also fair. You can.
I will do that.
Definitely, we have coffee and sometimes we have cookies and stuff. So definitely, you're welcome to come by, stop by our office. You have our phone number that's in the website. You can also call us. And which I'll mention here, that our number is, I always forget, but it's 786-420-2105. You can call us whenever.
Put it in the show notes.
Yeah. And lastly, I would say that our foundation's motto and objective is to inspire and create hope. We are a lot of young people within the foundation, so I feel we have a lot of like fresh happiness and urge to do something. And if you kind of like go through Instagram, you'll kind of see that image, you know, of young people trying to make a difference in the world and creating happiness and positive. And so yes, I think if you that inspires you and you like to become something of that, we're here.
Awesome. Indiana, thank you for jumping on the show and telling us all about the Virgin Mary Foundation and how you guys help foster kids transition from their situations to a home or a space where they can be taken care of in the meantime, that they find adoption or other opportunities. Thank you and have a great day.